Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Market Recap for Tuesday, February the 3rd. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of the trading room. This is the address to get in, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Well, today was marked really by the collapse of this one stock, SSYS, Stratasys. It's one of the 3D printing stocks, and it is still down $24. And this was obviously one of the ones that I wanted to take a look at in the as a potential reversal. Now, I did not get into it at any time. I just found it too whippy. I guess I could have taken fewer shares and tried to gut it out, but I didn't do it. Though I know a lot of people in the room did, and more power to them. Especially here, probably there's an argument to be made that if you'd taken it right over here at 53.94. You could have ridden some of these things out and held on, but anyway, this has to be watched. Let's take a look at it on the daily chart. Let's bring up the daily, and here's where it closed yesterday. I can't imagine owning this stock. This was on earnings, by the way, too. Excuse me. And I can't imagine owning this stock and then waking up this morning to, it was down to $51, closed at 80 odd dollars, so almost a $30 drop. Unbelievable. Now, it also helped drag down some of the other stocks, the DDD. This did not have earnings, but of course, in a sympathetic reaction, it definitely had the effect. However, all was not lost for me because I did, excuse me, identify RCII, Rent-A-Center, in the pre-market again as one of the ones that I liked for a potential reversal. So let's take a look at it on the 5-minute chart. And here's where it opened. Okay, and you can see it's still down $4, but down here it was down 28. Another two, probably about $6 down here. And so I watch it come down. Now, this was a very whippy one also. You can see that, here, look at this tail, down 28.80 up to 29.76, up, down. But I finally, as on this pullback, I finally entered the trade right here at 29.26. Excuse me. And here's the VWAP, the VWAP, this blue line right here. And so as it came back down to it, I decided I'm starting to watch this a little bit more. And as it came back down to it, I decided to take half off at 29.82. But I did hold on and sell the other half right up here. So at 31.14. So from 29.26 to 31.14, almost $2. And so, made up for the fact that later on I did not get into SSYS. Definitely was a great one to watch. And, again, I encourage you to come into the room. I talk about these in the pre-market and say these are the ones. I think I had this one, DDD, and SSYS, of course, were the three that I really wanted to focus on. And again, with the SSYS, I just couldn't quite find an entry. But this one just looked on this pullback. It just looked like it had the legs to go, and it certainly did. The other one, I only did one other trade today actually, and that was LPI. And LPI was another one that I mentioned in the pre-market. Actually, there were two in the pre-market that I said if you're looking for oil stocks that, excuse me, that LPI or SN could be good potential ones. And sure enough, it's still up $1.37, but it is really erratic right here. But here's where it opened. Here's the 9:30 candle. Here's where it opened. Here's the pullback. A little bit of a consolidation, and then right over the whole number is where I took it at 12.09, and I exited out here half at 12.21. Looked really strong. Thought it was really going to get into a run. Got all the way to 12.43, but then on this candle, it shook me out, and I got out the second half at 12.25, and it pulled back down, and then it had a nice run up here. I mean, obviously, I wish I could have been able to hold on, but this definitely shook me out. I tried to get in later on. I did get in later on, actually. I love this little consolidation here on the 5-minute candles. And I think right here is when I posted in the room, if it could break above, and I think it was 1263 or right above this level, excuse me, because you can see we've got several tops right there. And on this candle, I took the trade at 1272. Looked great. It looked like it was going to, I figured it might have a tough time at 13 at the whole number. but it popped around here, and then I decided to sell it right there at 12.75 just for pennies. And I mean, look what happened right after that. It just literally collapsed. I actually asked in the room, did oil tank or something? And then it just went crazy and went up again, and then it dipped back down again. So this right here is untradeable. I mean, truly, it's untradeable. This is a great pattern to trade from, but right now it's just a complete and utter guess. So, but nonetheless, that one and also SN, it could have had your pick because here's SN at the beginning. Well, actually, here it is at 9:30, and you can see that it had a beautiful rise here, a little bit of a pullback, and a little bit choppy. Not quite as choppy as LPI. In fact, I was toying with the idea of taking it right there. In fact, we still have about an hour and 15 left in the market. And if this can catch a bit of a bid, I think I will take this stock right here. I don't know I have to take a look at the oil sector to see what's happening. I mean, if it's dropping, then of course I'm not going to do it. But you can see right here, we've got one, two, three, four, looks like it's four tops right around the 410 mark. So if it can get above here on a pattern, I don't mean just straight up, but if it can kind of consolidate under here and then break through 1410, I will take this stock or take the trade. And even if it gets stuck at 1433, if I put a 10-cent stop on it and it gets up to 1430, it's still about a 2-to-1 reward to risk. So, and it could go obviously a lot further. Let's take a look at the daily chart. I think it has another $4 in it if it wants to. Here are the highs. Yeah, 1829. So you can see right here that I mean this is definitely resistance up in this area. So it still has some room to run, like most of the oil stocks, of course. So and it's had a tremendous run. Again, for a cheap stock, it's gone from 10 to 13. So 30 over a 30% move, 40% move right there. So it's had a really good run. And I think that is it. I don't think there's anything I'm going to be watching for tomorrow, other than obviously SSYS. I mean, again, we can't lose sight of this one. I mean, here is a massive gap to fill. This was always considered to be kind of the strong 3D printing stock, and obviously, it's just look at the volume today. It dwarfs everything else. But we'll have to see. I mean, but the guidance was definitely lower for this coming year. So, maybe the bloom is off these 3D printing stocks for a while, and but I will certainly keep it on watch. And obviously, if it could break through 60, not today necessarily, not tomorrow, maybe not the next day, but maybe in the coming weeks, and get up through 60, it could have that pop back up, even if it got only halfway up. That would be a nice gain for us. So keep an eye on that one in the next, certainly in the next week anyway, just to see what happens with it. All right, that's it. Another really good day in the room. I know that a lot of people made good money on the SSYS, and hopefully on the. I know people were in with me on the what is it? What's it called? The RCII, the Renta Center. The other one I missed. I didn't. Well, this kind of bothers me because I said that I wanted to watch it, and I don't know if they are in the same exact. Sector, but this is rental and leasing, and the other one, RCII, is rental also. But this was up. This was not a weak stock. This was a strong stock, and I really wanted to take it around this area as it broke through the 87 area, and I just missed it. I was watching it through here, and I just kind of lost sight of it as it made its move up. But it was a beautiful, almost a $2 move from where I really wanted to take it. Okay, that is it. I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow. Let me just bring back the cover page. Here's the address to get in. And again, you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Bye-bye, and thanks for listening.